on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, well, them's the breaks, kid.
My name's Tori, stiff as a board Thompson.
Okay. My name is Tyler, the mailman, Matheson.
Ooh, is that M-A-I-L or M-A-L-E?
Like the postal service, like the delivery.
Like the USPS, not the band, the postal service. But
No.
Yeah,
Not the band, the postal service, which is mostly just like an offsuit of Death Cab for Cutie. It's just the one guy, but
I was going to say,
I don't want to get into
like
it
again.
Now, I had a problem over the weekend, and it's just, when you order something and it's of no consequence when you actually get the thing. It's just like,
yeah.
But once they give you a delivery date, you're like, well, that's when I get it. That's when it will be here.
Yeah.
And then if anything happens along the way, you're like, I have made a mortal enemy out of the UPS now. I fucking hate them. I can't stand their bitch asses.
I'm going to recap my mail carrier.
Not my mail carrier. I like him. It's UPS.
It's just like a fucking 12-pack of like cleaning supplies or whatever. You're like, I'm ready to
It's a Mother's Day gift you got way ahead of time.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. It's a shirt. It's a shirt that I ordered at a store because they didn't have my size. And they said, well, we can just ship the right size to your house. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. I was like, does it cost anything extra? And they're like, no. And I'm like, perfect, no loss for me. And then they said, it'll arrive Friday. And I'm like, well, it's going to be here Friday then. It'll be there Friday.
And if it's not, you're going to hear from me
Then
again.
there's a problem. You just can't give me I feel like there's just a further problem. This is unrelated, but I feel like there's like a further thing with all of our brains where if there was an option where there was like a little camera where we could all just watch our packages as they went along the entire route, we would all do it.
Oh, 100%.
Just to see what goes on. I'm refreshing the page like 8 times a day to see like, okay, let's see. It was in Tacoma. Now, has it landed in like Tennessee yet? Where are we going here? I check it so much every day, and I don't even need to.
Or if it's like at one of the facilities near you, but it's there for like more than a day, and you're like, what the fuck happened here?
Yep. I hate that shit so much. It'll be like, in processing plant in city where you live. And it's like, okay, then where the fuck is it? If it's already in this city, where the fuck is it?
That's the problem. I had it even worse than that. This package was out for delivery.
Ooh.
It was out for delivery on Friday. And this Monday was President's Day. So a holiday. So I'm not getting any mail during that time.
Mm-hmm.
It gets to it's going to be delivered by 7 p.m. Friday. It gets to 7 p.m. and I'm like, where the fuck is my package? I have been refreshing this page. I'm ready for it. At like 7:50, I get an alert that's like, oh, your package will instead arrive Tuesday. And I'm like, what the fuck went on here? The top thing on my package, it was out for delivery in Minnesota. The thing that the package said was, due to the ongoing situation in Ukraine, some packages may be delayed. What the fuck? What the fuck happened? Volodymyr Zelensky stole my shirt. He stole it.
Holy shit. They aren't even hiding it anymore. They're just like, we don't use COVID anymore. We can't really say supply chain anymore. Let's just say the ongoing invasion of Ukraine.
They said UPS looked me in the eyes after my package was out for delivery. In Minnesota, they looked me in my eyes and then said after they didn't deliver it, due to the ongoing situation in Ukraine, your package has been delayed to Tuesday instead.
Way to take a limp-wristed approach to that invasion, too.
Like, the only explanation is that Volodymyr Zelensky liked the cut of my shirt so much that he was like, I would like that shirt. I want that. And then he got the shirt for the weekend. He took possession of my shirt for the weekend.
Yeah.
So did your UPS truck get like drone striked or what happened?
No, it was Volodymyr Zelensky. He saw my shirt and he was like, that's a good looking shirt. I want that for this weekend. He had a big event over the weekend and he was like, I'm doing another like Facebook Live and I'm going to give an update to the country and I want to look really good while I do it. So he took my very nice, good looking shirt and he
I
said,
really want this Misfits t-shirt.
"You see, it's a shirt. It's a
so
shirt
good.
with it's a shirt with the Master Chief on it, and it says gamer, and it says good at making extremely hot girls come, and it's kind of like an anagram that it says on the shirt." And he wanted that for when he addressed the nation of Ukraine.
Sure, to comfort them, yes.
Yes. He stole my fucking package.
I guess, look, they need excuses for fucking anything at this point because, like, how often when you order off Amazon do they, and you probably pay for Prime, I imagine that most people are on Prime now, and it'll arrive like 5 days later. Like, they fucking never hit their 2-day limit anymore.
Absolutely not. They've stopped putting like so many things for like Prime availability. Like, it's just kind of like nothing is available for Prime. Also, they upped the cost of Prime. I haven't thought about paying for Prime in like 3 years, you know, because it's been like
You just have it?
$99. Yeah, I just have it, and it's on a subscription, right? It was suddenly $149 this year, and I'm like, hold on a second, hold on. Are you telling me that the cost of Prime has gone up? What inflation exists here where Prime now costs more?
They started charging more for their streaming platform. For Prime Video.
Good.
No one gives a fuck about Prime Video. It's got the worst shit on it. No one gives a fuck about The Man in the
Dude,
High
you
Castle.
don't want to watch. You don't want to watch Goliath?
No one's heard of that. No one's heard of Billy Bobby Brown's show.
They do have
Billy Bob Thornton. Fuck, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that our fake character that we made in Shapeless Skyrim, Millie Billy Bobby Brown, is not real. They are two separate people. It's Millie Bobby Brown and Billy Bob Thornton. Fuck.
I don't have Amazon Prime, and this whole conversation just reminds me of like why I don't like using Amazon or these like super fast shipping services is because I know as soon as I hit the order button, I start a human like Rube Goldberg machine of suffering to get me some dumb pair of pants or whatever.
Just to get you stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't buy that many important things on Amazon. I just kind of get a lot of stuff.
That's the problem, though, is that the shit I get off Amazon, I have it because I can't get it literally anywhere else because places don't fucking keep shit in stock at all because they expect you to go to Amazon. So it's
True.
like you go to Target and you're like, I just need a pair of like men's winter boots or some shit. They're like, we don't fucking have that. Go to online. Go do it online. I'm like, really?
Or if they do, it's like, oh, do you have this very average size that every store should have? And they're like, no, we've only got size 2 and 45.
Like, pick it. Like, oh, you need pants? You need... It's especially bad with, like, men's clothes because I think someone who worked in, like corporate shopping, you know, like what they keep in stock at stores, explained this to me. They were like, men don't go to stores and buy shit. Like, they don't casually go to a store and pick it up. They usually need it in a pinch, like that fucking day. And no one keeps it in stock because it's just not worth having because no one plans to get it. So it's just all been relegated to Amazon now. But, like, the shit I'm buying off Amazon is, like, tech stuff. And it's like, no one's got... Like, Target does not have a goddamn hard drive that I can purchase. Target does not have the 4 terabyte hard drive that I need.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, like the big...
They have a shitty
connection.
flash drive.
Yeah, they have like a flash drive that's like maybe 128
It's for your
gigs.
grandma to upload 8 megapixel photos on.
Yeah, but it's got that cool slidey thing that like slides the dongle in and out of the plastic sheath. That's cool.
That shit is pretty fucking cool.
That is fucking pretty rad, actually. I always felt like I had a switchblade.
Yeah. It's like the highest tech we need. We don't need to go more high tech than that. That's the fucking future. It's being able to
basic
slide
slider.
in. I'm hacking in and then just like slide a thumbstick out.
Just to move your PowerPoint presentation onto your home PC.
But I was just so fucking mad that UPS looked me in my fucking eyes and said, sorry, due to the ongoing situation in Ukraine, did my fucking driver get drafted all of a sudden? What the fuck happened there?
Hey, you're in. You're
Like-
right behind the wheel.
And then they fucking just like airlifted him, like just middle of the shift.
Do you think it's like a John Wick situation where the driver was like this hardcore Navy SEAL but left it all behind once he graduated or whatever to like just have a normal life, and the helicopter comes in while he's on the highway? Sir, we need your services in Ukraine.
I've been out of the game for too goddamn long. Get out of here. I got a wife and kids that I need to protect.
That's the thing. They have your wife and kids.
Fuck. Looks like I'm back in for one more job.
What?
I said, looks like I'm back in for one more job.
Oh, cool.
Hey, Tony, he said he's back in for one more job. That's so fucking rad. God, it's just like the fucking movies. It's so cool. Fuck, he's gonna do so good over there. He's gonna fucking... I don't know enough about the situation to speak accurately on it, so I'm just gonna kind of keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, it's all top secret, bro.
He's just gonna fucking kick ass, I know it.
Hey, I know I haven't been talking much, but I just want to say that's probably a pretty good move.
Hey, we haven't had lunch yet. Do we know, like, did we get, like, a break for lunch or something? Like, I don't know, how do you guys, like, normally, like, plan the day out? Like, when do we stop for lunch?
Oh yeah, you're new to this helicopter squad. Yeah, as soon as we land, we go to the break room. But we got another, like, hour in the air, dude. We still have to pick this guy up, and he's not off his motorcycle yet. Hey, bro, if you're hungry, I got some appy slices.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because, I don't know, it's kind of awkward. Like, my wife packed me a lunch, and, like, I didn't know if it was, like I got, like, carrots and ranch, and I didn't want to be, like, eating carrots and ranch in the helicopter with other people. It might make a mess, you know, like, I might spill the ranch on someone's, like, I didn't want to be rude.
How loose is your ranch?
It's like one of the, like, really liquidy, you know, like when you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and their ranch is like way more liquidy than any other ranch you've ever had. It's like more akin to water than a sauce.
Hey, you guys know whose wife didn't pack him a lunch? The UPS driver.
Yours. She left you, and that's okay. It's okay to acknowledge. Sometimes it hurts. You can talk to us about this.
God damn it, Jerry, the one guy we come across who also doesn't have a wife, and you fucking make this about me. Fuck you.
I just want you to know that we're here for you, okay? We know it was a pretty rough divorce, and we just want you to, you know, have the space you need to express your feelings with us. This helicopter is a very safe place to express your emotions.
Missile!
Fuck, oh fuck, I knew it, I fucking spilled my ranch.
I want to know, is this a tactic that is that maybe we should be taking a note of? Like, is it something that we could take next week off?
Fuck it. Next time. You know how last week's podcast was fucking late? Because I didn't have time to edit? Next time I don't have time. Next time I don't have time to edit, I'm just gonna say, hey everyone in Discord, due to the ongoing situation in Ukraine, Tyler didn't have enough time to edit.
Look, I feel like if they're doing it, we can do it. Because sometimes, sometimes I'm just tired and I don't want to record.
Yeah. And what better way to like kind of get the blame off of your shoulders than be like, hey, I care about what's happening in Ukraine so much that I'm going to take a break from my own shit.
Blame Zelensky. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, yeah, know what? Tori's right. He stole my shirt. What the hell?
Fuck that guy.
What the hell? Look, man, I get it. Oh, like all about like your country's independence. I love that and all. But can I have my shirt back? I like that shirt.
After this episode goes live, I'm going to take a a picture of Zelensky and like Photoshop a shirt onto him that has like your face. And just be like, this motherfucker stole my guy's shirt.
We like see him at like the next address, like he's on like Facebook Live. We see him. He's like cutting open the box that like clearly has my name and address on it.
Like
He,
the
takes
address
out the
isn't
shirt.
even scribbled out.
He's like, oh, perfect, a medium, just my size. And then he puts it on and he's like, oh, wow, this is such a great shirt. I love this shirt. And he talks about like, yeah, I took this. I love this shirt. Don't worry, you'll get it back though. But then I'm like watching him like during it, he's like eating buffalo wings and he's like wiping his hands off on the shirt. And it's like, no!
There's a dance portion to it, so he's like lifting up his arms. You just see big sweat stains and
I'm like watching him on Facebook Live get my shirt so fucking gross. He's like, oh, don't worry, I'll give it back. And then he like blows his nose into his elbow.
And it's not a problem you can bring. You can't be like sitting at the water cooler at work like, oh, what's got you so blue, Tyler? President Zelensky ruined my favorite shirt.
And everyone's gonna be like, wow, asshole.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. The kicker to this is like, if the update that Zelensky is giving is like super positive, like, oh yeah, our troops are super high morale, Russia's starting to back off, this, that, the other thing. And like, you're going to be the only one pissed about the notification just because of the shirt, and no one's going to understand that and just be upset with you.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. They can understand. They'll know that it's because of my shirt, and they'll still be like, I don't know, it seems pretty petty to be mad about a shirt.
We got bigger fish to fry, dude. They don't have
But
like
I
power.
waited a whole week to get it. You don't understand. Like UPS told me they would give it to me. They didn't tell me they would. I don't order something and then just expect them to hand it off to the president of Ukraine.
Oh, wow. It says here that another missile hit one of their power plants, and it's going to be even colder for them now.
Fine. You know, fine. I'll give the fucking shirt back. Fine. Fuck.
But you better not order any jackets because you know you ain't getting it.
That's all it turns into is just like the entire world is like mad at me. You know the person who interrupted the Tour de France last year with like a big sign and they like knocked out half of the field?
No,
I don't know.
I don't know anything about the Tour of France ever.
Yeah, more like Tour de France.
No one ever does.
Yeah.
The only reason you hear about it is if something goes horribly wrong. And last year, something went horribly wrong where a person like had like a sign that they made that essentially said like, hi, grandma and grandpa, because they knew they were going to be on TV. And they stepped out into the road to hold it as the bikes were going by. And they hit one of the cyclists and it just chain reaction. Everyone behind them fell over. It was like a huge 100 cyclist pileup that like.
First off, fuck that person. Secondly, objectively hilarious.
It is objectively hilarious.
Objectively funny.
It is objectively very fun.
There's something about bike pileups in particular that are just so fucking goofy.
It's because it's stupid. It's the dumbest mode of transportation.
The other thing is being saying like, what's so upsetting about or like, you know, when you think about what's upsetting about a bike pileup, it's that, well, all of these grown adults were trying to ride their bicycles faster than each other, and someone stopped that for a little bit. Now they all have to compose themselves, get back on their bicycles, and try and be the fastest one.
The problem with this, though, is that like they were going, you know, they're fucking trucking.
They're going like 80 miles an hour.
Oh yeah,
You're
no,
going
they're
to die
fucking
most
cruising
likely.
it.
So like a lot of people got injured, and like that person was like public enemy number one. Everyone was like, fuck that person. I'm that person this year. If I'm just like, well, hey, Zelensky just blew his nose into my shirt, and like, I don't really like. That's kind of gross. And everyone's
Tyler,
like,
come on, he's addressing the nation right now. Fucking be respectful.
He literally he ate buffalo wings and then like didn't even like. There was a wet wipe next to him, and instead he just rubbed it on his shirt. He rubbed
Tyler,
my
that's
shirt.
his first warm meal in 3 days. He's been on the front lines. You inconsiderate ass.
But there was a wet wipe, and it was like, fine. I'll be the fucking asshole, okay? I'll be the fucking asshole.
Wow, now it's all about you.
That's what it would turn into. There's no winning that.
Yeah, like I'm imagining after a while that you just like put your hands on your head and just go, ah! and run away.
I'm mad at you, President Zelensky. But anyway, I can get over it. Swing! Hello and welcome to Sword Watch, a dedicated deviant detail devoted to bringing awareness to the dangers of life without swords. I've had this one so long, and the last 3 episodes have just gone so far over time that we haven't been able to do it. So finally, I've cut away time to address the nation to say this fucking headline. No arrests made after nude sword attack in Albany. What? I've been waiting so long to say that.
Oh, wow. Give me another one. Give me another one.
I'll do another clean pass at that. No arrests made after nude sword attack in Albany.
Oh, it's like the perfectly worded Sword Watch article. Like that. This is the pinnacle.
They dropped it on my lap. They said, like, there's not a lot of people looking up sword assaults on Google News, and they just kind of like dropped this one for me. They're just like, hey, here you go.
It's the article the elders forespoke of.
Yeah. Do you think they're trying out a new algorithm that's so hyper specific that it only caters to you?
Yeah, they're just like, we're looking for whimsical sword attacks. This is our new whimsical sword attack algorithm, and we deliver it only to you. And I say thank you, because that's exactly what I'm looking for.
It's part of my job.
Surprisingly, Albany is not in New York. It's Georgia.
Oh, okay.
No. One of them's got to change.
I know, right? We can't keep having cities with the same names. We gotta fucking individualize here.
Thank you.
A man suffered a cut to his arm after he says he was attacked by a naked man with a sword, according to the Albany Police Department. The incident happened on Thursday in the 200 block of Telfair Street. The victim, who suffered a laceration to the left forearm, told police he was checking an abandoned home that previously belonged to a friend of his when a naked man came from the home and struck him with a sword, per an APD report.
That sounds super believable. I bet that's what was happening.
That's exactly what I said. Like, oh yeah, I was just checking in on a house that my friend used to own but is now abandoned. Yeah.
And I just happened to run into a nude sword-wielding man.
Yeah, that's so sus.
Fucking sure. You know what? It's totally believable, because like Tori just moved. I check in on his old apartment all the time, just to see what's going on. I just want to make sure that everything at Tori's abandoned apartment is fine. I do that as a normal thing friends do. Totally and completely normal.
Stop being a narc, bro. It's totally normal.
Like, especially like, I don't know how the police like heard that. And like, no, I was just checking in on this. Like, my friend totally used to own this abandoned building, and I do it as a favor to him. Like, no one was like, let's investigate further, because there's something here.
That's a red flag for sure.
There's a meth lab there. It's like the easiest bust ever. The dude just, in other words, told you, I have a meth lab right here.
It's either a meth lab or a meth restaurant. Like, it's one of the two. Either way, you can go and make some arrests there. I feel like it's a place where people are consuming if there's someone nude with a sword.
Tori, meth-restaurant.
Thanks for that contribution, Tay.
You've stumbled upon Albany, Georgia's fast casual meth experience, okay? Like, you have stumbled
the
upon
Panda Express of methamphetamine.
You have stumbled upon the Panda Express of methamphetamines, where they're like, can I get a little bit of the orange stuff? And then I don't actually want the noodles. Could I get the rice instead? They're making substitutions at this place. Like, this is where the heart of meth is in Georgia. And I guess no one just wanted to say anything. And of course, like any Panda Express, there's always a naked dude in a sword with a sword that's just hanging out in the corner of the restaurant. I think we've all experienced that at a Panda Express.
Yeah.
And they're usually gentle, but,
yeah.
I
didn't want to draw too much attention to it because it is just, a thing, but...
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks that they do it, and it sucks that it's like Panda Express is like barely like Asian-inspired food, right? And of course, they have the dude in the corner of the restaurant with a katana. And it just seems at that point like it's a bit kind of like, should we be doing this? I don't know. That's not for me to make the call on. That's Panda Express's call. And it's not for me, okay? As a white man, that conversation ain't for me. Let's just put it that way. Should the guy in Panda Express have his katana? I don't know. I'm just saying it's not a conversation for a white dude to be having. Tori, how do you feel about it?
Get back to the fucking article.
The man with the sword told police that he was sleeping in the home when he was startled by a breaking noise from the window of the home.
Wait, what? No, something's not lining up here.
No one's
They
story
were
is
just checking the home, but they were breaking the window to check on the home of
Exactly.
where someone you used to know lived.
Because it's
What?
abandoned. Who's going to open the door for you? Think with your brain, Tay.
Dante, there's not a fucking doorman at the abandoned Panda Express of meth.
Okay, I'll concede that.
Yeah, this dude. No, I totally wasn't robbing this place. I was just like breaking the window. Like I said, like my friend used to like own the place, and like I was just kind of like making sure that the windows were still sturdy, and clearly they weren't.
I was doing the break the window of abandoned houses for TikTok challenge.
Oh God, it's so popular right now. Check it out. The hashtag is the acronym. That's why it's just a bunch of letters.
Oh, my TikTok's not working right now. That's why there's no videos coming up. I don't think my Wi-Fi is very good right now.
It says you have 5 bars on the screen. There.
No. He then noticed a man outside the window where he says he put the sword out of the window as a warning.
Smart.
Yeah, that would deter me.
What? Like, but it kind of tells you like if the person breaking in has a gun and you like flash like a sword outside the window, like, hey, I have a sword. It's kind of like letting them know like, oh, okay, I'm winning. Like I have the upper hand. That's all they. Also, what casual meth head has a sword?
All of them?
I'm sure you'd be shocked by this statistic.
Yeah.
You know what? True. I could be completely. It might be a percentage. Like they might be like per capita the highest owning sword like ownership
wouldn't shock
in the
me.
country.
Yeah, it's like them and anime fans are like neck and neck every year trying to fight for that belt. Also, picture that. You throw the fucking brick through the window and then just silently a sword sticks out and like waggles a little bit and then goes back in.
You just hear the metal.
Yeah, I think we should go, hun. That doesn't look good.
Why didn't they say anything? They could have said like, get away, I have a sword. Or are they just showing me? Do they want me to come in and take a look at their cool new piece?
I think it's more of I think they were trying to do the silent, mysterious type, by like flashing a sword outside the window, just like, whoa, maybe this is like a real Japanese guy who's like really good with a sword, Like it could be anyone in here. Like it could be like a silent master, like someone who cut out their own tongue, who like only studies the blade. But the second you're like in your fucking, standard ass Midwestern accent, hey, watch out here, I got a sword. Like that's not intimidating.
This katana was folded 1,000 times in the ancient style. You don't want to mess with me.
Hey, buddy, I'm telling you, I got a sword in here, okay? And you don't want to mess with me. I'll bury you 6 feet under, okay?
This blade's named Wolfbane Destroyer Worlds. You don't want any of that now, do you?
Just sharpen this blade, you betcha I did.
Now, I just pulled this sword. It's fresh out of the bag, and you're not going to want to fuck with me, okay? Okay, hot shot? What's another, like, Midwest slang? Like, hey, you want to try me, tough guy? Like, what's some threatening Midwestern verbiage?
See, none of it is overtly threatening, though. It's all, like, niceties with, like, a certain tone to them.
But, like, the really passive ones,
Why don't we take this outside, bud?
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, you don't want to take this outside with me, bud. Wolfsbane here is going to cut you a new one. I oughta. It's just not going to happen. APD was then told by the man that he was hit by the victim with a bat.
Fuck, I wish we had goofed so hard on that last part.
So the dude flashed a sword, and then the motherfucker just swung a bat at the window and hit him.
He sticks the blade out, just kind of wiggles it around, and then just
No, but it made a goofy sound too, because he swung the bat inside the house and he fucking Tom and Jerry'd this dude.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
He was also, their use of the word victim is hilarious because sure, this dude was cut with a sword, but this dude was hit in the head with a baseball bat, but this guy's the victim. Like, how are we deciding? One was doing a breaking and entering. The other one had already done the breaking and entering. How do we decide who the victim is here? How are we like linguistically deciding who the victim is? Is it just whoever called the police first? Whoever was quicker with the draw on their iPhone? Whoever had better service at the time gets to be the victim?
Or whoever had fucking consciousness at the time.
Exactly. Like that dude knocked this motherfucker out with a baseball bat and then said like, yeah, I was doing a B&E and I hit this guy really hard, but he flashed me a sword, so I'm the victim in this situation.
I'm the victim. Oh
I called the police first, so I'm the victim. Hey, murderers out there, cool new life hack. If you just call the police before you do the murder, you get to be the victim.
Oh, that's smart.
If you just call in like, hey, I'm calling in an assault on the 1300 block of Dale Street right now. Yeah, I'm shooting two people actively, but they said they flashed a sword at me. So I just want to let you know that I'm going to be injuring them.
Mm-hmm. And I am the victim in this situation.
And I am the victim in this situation. Like, that's a wild one. Like, I don't know if I think the dude who got hit with the fucking baseball bat in the skull is a victim. That's just me, though. Because, like, I'm operating on finders keepers rules where, like, he did the B&E first. That's kind of his joint right now.
Yeah, squatters rights.
Yeah, like, he gets squatters' rights. You got to wait your turn. He'll leave in a few days. Just fucking wait outside.
Yeah. Let him write out his meth, like, high, and just let him on his merry way.
Both men were then taken to a local hospital, and I would love to know if they shared an ambulance.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Can you share an ambulance with someone?
Not in that kind of a sense.
Probably not if they're both injured.
Yeah. You can have like a ride-along person with you, like if your spouse or significant other travels with you to the hospital. I think they can sit in the ambulance with you, but not like another injured person.
Do we know? Because Google's not giving me an answer right now.
Wait, do they have gurney bunk beds?
Holy shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's the potential of this podcast story is gurney bunk beds. Where two dudes who just got into a fight at the Panda Express of meth.
Sure. Two victims.
At the Panda Express of meth houses knocked each other the fuck out, and now they got to share an ambulance ride. Because let's be honest, no one's paying for that ambulance bill. Not a one of them has insurance. And you're not going to what's your address? The place I just broke into. That's my address. You can send all the fucking mail there. Sure. That bill's not getting paid. Oh, I want to know what that conversation was like in that ambulance if they did have like bunk beds. Like they're like arguing like little kids. Like, he totally hit me first. Dude, shut the fuck up. No, I didn't.
I waved my sword at you. You shouldn't have hit me.
You hit me first, but I hit you harder.
Yeah, but like it was totally unfair. Like we didn't engage in combat yet. Like I was letting you know that I had a weapon and we were supposed to follow the rules.
We were supposed to roll for initiation.
God, it was supposed to be like we're supposed to square off with each other and then we start fighting. You don't just get to like swing your bat inside the fucking house. God.
Gentlemen,
where I come from, I don't know about you, but where I come from, we bow before combat.
Gentlemen, I swear to Christ, if you two don't shut the fuck up, I will open the door to this ambulance and roll you both out onto the street.
Oh, fine. He totally started it first, though. I just want that, like...
I don't want to hear it.
Fine.
Young man, I will turn this ambulance around.
God, I'm just like so pissed off, you know? Like, fuck. Like,
Mom, give me your phone. I want to play some games.
like,
I'm not your mom. I'm a fucking EMT.
is it not like kind of bitch made though that he just like hit me before we bowed? It's kind of bitch made, right?
Wait, you hit him before the bow?
It was when he was bowing. He showed me the back of his head and I took a swing.
Oh, okay.
That's
no,
super
no,
bi-
no. That's bitch move.
Mr. Ambulance Driver, kick him out. He doesn't deserve medical attention. He's an asshole.
You may not know the way of the fighting with the sword, but you have to respect it, young man. You never take advantage of your opponent bowing.
It's called the way of the blade. You fucking God, you get everything wrong.
What's wild about this story's ending is that the investigative journalist found no record of either man being in the Doherty County Jail, and no arrests in the case have been made. They just kind of called, like they did, the ambulance driver in that case, like we just kind of did, they just kind of called it like a wash. They were like, you know what? No one's in trouble, actually. You both go on your merry way.
This didn't happen.
Yeah, they probably looked at more details than we even know about with like regards to like the meth house, why they were there, the weapons used and everything. And like everything was just waving red flags. And they were like, you know what? We
actually don't know how to charge this. Like we don't, I don't know if
They're
there's
both
laws.
victims, so I don't know what to do.
Like, sure, we found a ton of meth at the scene, but like neither of them like owned the house and like neither of them had it on them. And like the cuts weren't that bad and the baseball bat injury wasn't too terrible. So like we didn't really know what to do. And that's it. That's all
it?
there was of this
God damn it.
fucking incredible.
I want to
this
know
fucking
more.
Incredible story. Yeah,
I
we
wanna
would
write a
all
novel.
love to.
Let's put our minds together and write the novel of like based on a true story. What happened? What's between the cracks here? Who are these people?
I think it's an enemies to lovers situation.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like a very, you know, like rival camps, but they found love in each other after. And this
the guy
sounds like
with
a romantic comedy.
I got it. They're both scouts for their respective like drug community. One is from meth, one is from heroin, and they were trying to find a safe house to squat in while they made their shit, and they just happened to run into each other.
Oh, it's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
It's Breaking Bad if Walter and Jesse fucked.
No.
And we're not talking about just that one episode, but like a lot.
Like a lot of episodes. Like it is a very sex forward show. Like it was hot, it was heavy, it was romantic, it was beautiful. It's Call Me by Your Name meets the hardcore section of Pornhub. And Army Hammer, the eating
hold
thing.
on.
That did happen.
Hold on. I like the concept of pairing TV shows with the hardcore section of Pornhub.
Oh boy.
Like the hardcore section of Pornhub meets Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
What's that? What's Mr. Feeney doing?
I don't know anything about Boy Meets World. I have no.
Yeah, you don't have to. What other show would you pair it with?
Honestly, I think the hardcore section of Pornhub probably already has every show parody.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
those disgusting motherfuckers probably put The Last of Us in there already. They're so quick on the draw.
100%. But like the clickers aren't going to be like these terrifying monsters.
They're called the fuckers or something.
Yeah, exactly.
They're called flickers, and they're just they know how to hit that beam just right.
The spores don't infect you; they're just pheromones.
Yeah, no, and the bloaters are just like, they just launch cum. That's all it is they're just,
Hell yeah!
they just launch fucking
Bloaters.
cum.
Bloaters are just BBWs.
It's kind of a disrespectful name.
It's really mean.
It's really mean, but they're like, fuck, we got to hit it with the property, okay? I'm pretty sure Pornhub already has every single show, or someone out there is so disgusting that they've taken every show imaginable. They took Static Shock and they did it, you know? And it's like, oh, instead of electricity, he controls your fucking your vagina juices with his hands or some shit.
Well, he's a cum bender.
It's not a great plot. They just fucking they just make it up. They make it up in 5 seconds. The first idea is the best one. They don't give a fuck. They're just like, it doesn't matter. There's someone fucking at the end. Someone is gonna watch it.
Oh, what about the hardcore section of Pornhub and I don't know, ABC Today?
Like a newscast.
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
Like the Today
Now,
Show.
would they be giving news updates on the hottest,
Sex
trends
tips?
and like what's going on and who's got the wettest pussy out there?
Yeah, with a little bit of with a
cut
little
or
bit of
uncut the debate of
with
the
a little
century.
bit of a hands-on section to show the audience what's what.
Weirdly enough, still Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan.
Yep.
It's just like we get them on Good Morning America from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then they're doing this from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Like that's just the second part of their shift.
Could you
Meet Seinfeld.
What's the deal with this airline pussy? Ba-doo-ba-doo-boo-boo.
Oh, Jerry, you don't want to have sex on a plane, Jerry. You don't want to have sex on a plane,
Why do I
Jerry.
not have sex on an airplane?
I don't get it, Jerry. Modern women, they don't want to have sex on airplanes anymore, Jerry.
Modern women.
I fucking hate that. This sucks. And again, terrible name. They just call it like sign fuck. Like that's all it is. They just add the word fuck to anything, and it sucks shit. I don't.
Do you think
I don't watch nearly enough porn to keep this going. I feel like I need to like start researching right now. I don't watch nearly enough porn to know what they're up to.
You need to watch more porn. That's a given, Tyler. Hey, can we wrap up the show so that I can go jack off? Go what? All right, I'll just call a spade a spade. I'm going to jerk off to the Jennifer Aniston Friends porn. Okay.
What about Chernobyl? That's a weird one. That's a weird show to pair with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
the explosion's a little bit hotter and more facial.
See, it's just such a political thriller that I'm trying to think of like what the porn storyline would even be.
He was in the radiation and it mutated his cock to be huge.
There we go.
And then Russia is trying to hide the fact that they have
has a massive penis.
that they are harboring an individual with the world's largest cock in their country because it's the Cold War. The United States is gonna want to extradite that insanely large
cock. They tried
cock.
to genetically engineer the most beautiful penis for the last decade, and Russia beat us. They Sputniked us again.
6.8 inches. Not bad, not terrible.
Meanwhile, we got the Chernobyl one. It's like 38 and a half inches.
Well, no, that's the joke, because in the show they have broken readers. So they'd be like, sir, it's like a 6.7 inch penis. 6.7, not great, not terrible. But all the readers are actually just broken.
And meanwhile, they're just trying to hide it from the U.S. and the U.S. is actively like, it's just a plot line where the U.S. is trying to steal this man and be like, no, he's one of ours. He's one of ours. We won. They're trying to kill him before anything can happen.
It's still Stellan Skarsgård's responsibility to do so.
Yes,
I'm
of course.
sick of seeing the fucking Skarsgårds and everything. After seeing the John Wick 4 trailer and fucking Bill Skarsgård showed up, I'm like, look, we all had our fill of them from like 2017 to 2020. We've all had enough of the Skarsgårds now. Get them the fuck out of here, okay?
I want more Skarsgård in my life.
No more Skarsgård. We're putting an end to the Skarsgårds.
You know what else we're putting an end to? This podcast. So thank you so much for listening to our show. Give us a like, favorite, comment, and a review. Really helps us out. Gets us into curated lists and helps spreads us around, baby. And if you want to join in on the discourse, you can join our Discord by checking the description of wherever you're listening to this. And you'll find a link there, and you can join our buddies over there and talk about dumb shit like hardcore porn TV shows.
Let us know your favorite hardcore porn mixed with a TV show in the comments below, but only if it's funny and not if it's real.
Yep. Make sure you drop those Pornhub links because no one will definitely be checking those.
Do not. If you send me a Pornhub link, I am banning you. I am
Fair.
perma-banning you.
Honestly, fair.
He's not kidding at all. You can also go over to youtube.com/shapelessmedia, which is the YouTube channel that corresponds with this very podcast. You'll find every single episode of the show along with hundreds of other videos. So subscribe there and watch our shit, you little bitch.
Whoa.
We've reached the point of the show where we leave you with our final baseless claim of the week. It's our hot and spicy take, as the kids on Twitter would say, maybe. It's something controversial, something spicy. We're going to just let sit with you for the rest of the week. Baseless claim this week. We don't need to hear about your porn interests. I don't want to talk about porn with my good pals. That's the last thing I want to talk about with my good pals.
Or my bad
porn.
pals.
I have zero interest in what my good pal Tori is jerking off to lately. None of it. And I don't ever need to know. That's my baseless claim. It shouldn't ever be talked about ever. I don't need to know. You can know a stranger's preferences. I don't want to know my friend's preferences. It's too weird.
My basis claim is that we need to destigmatize adult industries and talk about it more.
It's not a stigma, Tay. It's that I don't want to know what Tyler touches his penis to.
It's not a stigma. It's not a stigma at all. It's just I literally don't want to know.
It's not a stigma to let's break the stigma of talking about shit while you're eating. No, it's just that I don't want to know because it's uncomfortable for me to hear about your poop while I'm eating. It's the same thing.
Honestly, after potentially having to think about what pornography Tori is looking at on his iPhone 14, is it a 13 Pro Max,
It's
Tori?
a 13 Pro Max, yeah.
Yeah. After thinking about what in full screen mode pornography Tori is watching on his iPhone 13 Pro Max, I think I maybe do need a little bit of church. I think I feel a little bit dirty. I need a little bit of something to just kind of take the edge off.
That's a lot of screen real estate for pussy.
That is a lot of screen. It's almost too much screen real estate, Tori. You do not need the 13 Pro Max in full screen mode for pornography. It's like weirdos who watch porn on their TVs. Like, why the fuck? Why the fuck do you need that in 85 inches of Ultra HD 4K? That is fucked up. That, you know what? Baseless claim, that should be a crime. If you watch porn on your TV, like your living room TV, you go to jail.
What if we just went a step further and said porn can only be a certain quality? Because as soon as it gets past 4K, then it's too much, dude.
720p on a 6.2 inch screen. That's
all we get.
The most we're allowed to go. And if you do have a bigger device, it scales down to make it no bigger than that. Because you cannot be looking at pussy with true black and 10 stops of dynamic range.